Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police channel. To our loyal viewers and subscribers at the channel, we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because it saves lives. Yes, we are all about saving lives here at the Jamaica Young Police channel, and the reason why we support preemptive strike because it is a policy that saves lives, because we're all about saving lives over here at the Jamaica Young Police channel. Yes, life is precious. You only get one life, so that's the reason why we are all about saving lives here at the Jamaica Young Police channel. So that is one of our philosophy and motto over here, you understand. But before we begin this video today, we want the criminal supporters, enablers, sympathizers, financiers and beneficiaries to know that we do not want them over here. Please go elsewhere, man. We do not want your views, comments or support, because we hate criminals with a passion, and we do not negotiate with terrorists or want them in our midst. Please go elsewhere. You are not welcome. So you must understand, if somebody is telling you that they do not want you in their midst, why are you coming? The honest person will know do such thing, It's people like Beanie Man, shame Beanie Man, and him still I come around here and him think that we don't want you guys over here. Period. We don't care about you, from your criminal supporter, anything to do with criminals. Don't come over here. We don't want you here, because we don't negotiate with criminals. We're a group of law-abiding citizens, and we do believe that criminals must live in fear of losing their lives and not the law-abiding citizens. That's our motto over here. So don't come over here and we don't want to hear what about and this and that. We don't into that madness. Alright, so today, no, me don't want nothing. Because may I tell you, of course, yes, of course, me know about the murder. Me know about the murder them where you charge and them thing. Me know say the last murder where you charge are you got shoot the dead man and them thing. They make everybody see and them thing there. You understand?
Yeah, when you go up on again.
Oh, you mean when me go up on again? So what you am do? You am tell life here? Yeah. So I hear one man a bodyguard man them thing there.
No, me not bodyguard. Then I bail me. Cause nobody could have bail me. Then I was the one who bail me.
Yeah.
And I have to pay back the arm because guess what the idea? You see when me left on the night before my case done? It was said that me gone on my own and left that night. At the end of the day, they nearly take over me because then I say can't find me.
You know, so you know, every other police know them thing there. You understand? The same way them said that you are the clansman them and Danai Williams, and I saw the man them shoot you up and all them thing there.
No man, I'm a cousin find jokes. I see. You don't know what going on. I like the matter. I got proof of that. I'm a cousin find jokes. I'm bored of one. I'm running about it. You don't know what I'm going to.
Well,
that's what me get shot.
Then the same clansman that them say.
Then I who kill him on them. Who come out and kill him on them? I will set up when Tuesday and kill Bulbie. I will for phone him in Bob. I will come and shop about your phone. Bulbie call me and I tell the Bulbie and then no find Bulbie. I will put things you don't know no Porter. I mean, listen to me, Porter. I don't listen to you, sir. I'm a bridge in favor. So the man that come with the police say, I'm a bridge in favor here, sir. So leave it at that.
Yeah, man.
Tomorrow call me because I have a check plan bridge here, yeah?
Yeah, man, you're good, man. Alright, cool. I feel like him a lying, like him think people are fool.
The man fool, the man not just walk on him. He's a fool, boy.
Yeah, so some of our, loyal viewers and subscribers contacted me, via the Jamaica Young Police channel number, for us to address this criminal police officer. Because a criminal police officer that contacted Wayne Uglyson. So, we're going to deep down and tell you what's going on with this criminal police officer. And, let's remind you, that when he's talking about yours truly here is a full police officer, let me remind you, all the viewers and subscribers, that this policeman, Clifford Coleman, when he was a detective constable at Kingston Eastern Division, shot a dead corpse, a man that was already dead, and ended up arrested with murder. Yes, the same Cliff Coleman, who calls me a fool. I know that he has made threats against my life. We at the Jamaica Young Police Channel, we'll address that in due course. Because this man is definitely an idiot. You understand? So we already told you that, trying to kill an already dead person may sound impossible. Yes. But Detective Constable Clifford Coleman, a bloodthirsty police officer, discovered that murder charges could result from shooting a corpse. Coleman, who was the bodyguard for Kingston gangster and businessman Danai Williams for years, that's what happened to him when he was stationed at Elliston Road Police Station, Kingston Eastern Police Division. And that's how he was arrested and charged with murder, and was in the company of Jamaica's two most wanted men, George Flash and Anthony Brown, who had killed Ted Ogilvy. So here's a policeman to show you that Jamaica, you have a problem. As I was talking to a senior retired officer who said that the problem with the police force now is that the police have no morals, ethics, and the police force itself is filled with criminal-minded police. So the same culture that is within the community, where you have the citizens are afraid of speaking up against gunmen, it's the same thing with the police. Yes, and you'll be like, oh, is the police real? Yes, you have police who are afraid of the criminal police, and they arms them up, and they're afraid to talk things. So that is why the force is so corrupt at this moment. When you have Deputy Commissioner of Police who's involved with crimes and buddy with criminals, known criminals because of money, having their truck involved in construction and all kind of things with criminals, and when you have police officers who are involved with drug dealers who import guns into Jamaica from their proceed of drug running, and you have Assistant Commissioner of Police who are money courier, who brings money from drug dealers in the United States of America back to Jamaica for drug dealers, then you know that you have a problem in Jamaica, and it's a serious problem too. So I am one of the police officers who do not live in fear of any guy. You understand? And some people, empty barrels make the most nice. And people who love to shoot dead people, like Donovan O'Connor and Clifford Coleman. So that's where he had learned his trade, to shoot dead people and then claim it that he had killed the dead man or dead men. And I don't know what kind of joy do you get from killing somebody who's already dead. And that's how he ended up charged with murder. And he's calling me fool. I have never been on interdiction, suspension, or ever been arrested for anything. This policeman have been in trouble with the law how many times. But if you listen to him, he sounds like more like a criminal than a police officer. So when you have a member of the police force and other senior officers who have sold their souls to be in the company of a man known to have ordered the killing of Judge Derek Yu, this shows that the police force is in a problem. It needs to be revamped, or some outside entity, predominantly white men from America, to head a corruption branch that handles these criminal police officers in the police force. To our loyal viewers and subscribers, you would have listened to the number one criminal YouTuber interviewing a PMP LGBTQ plus activist who is a member of the Klansman gang and was shot by a Klansman gang member outside of his home, and it was not what he told the propaganda machine, Wayne Uglyson. Here are some reasons why the Klansman police officers was shot at his home. Cole's man cousins, more than one, are fishermen who are of Indian descent and live at Dumb Olden, St. Catherine. The names I will call later found several kilos of cocaine at sea. So when he's telling Wayne Uglysom that it was fish and they catch a large catch of fish, the fish was cocaine. So he's lying. It's nothing to do with fish, it's coke. Coleman took away some of the cocaine for himself from his cousins because he knew about it. The man that shot him was sitting on his yard fence waiting for him, drinking a Guinness stout. Asked his neighbor. Even when the wife went to hospital at Spanish Town, she said in the company of other police officers that they knew who shot him. Coleman knew the man who shot him. One of his cousins is a Don. Yes, this policeman, one of his cousins is a Don named Beres. Beres is a Don in Dumb Olden. So this policeman, he has family members who are criminals. Dan, Dan kill people. So he's getting protection because of him. When cops operate like criminals, it has many adverse effects on citizens, including reduced trust in law enforcement. When citizens see cops breaking the law, it erodes their trust. This can make citizens less likely to cooperate with the police, making it more difficult for the police to do their job. So when you have police officers like this man, and most of the police officers in the police force right now are like-minded like this man. And all I am trying to do from my in the police force is try to change the mindset of the police officers to stop thinking like criminals and stop pursuing money. Because money have no soul, And all I've been trying is to beat these people to have soul and have a little decency, ethics and honesty. We have nothing to do. We have no problem to get rid of criminals. Preemptive strike, because that's a use that has been used by the United States military. Yes. You understand? And even police. When citizens see that cops are not held accountable for their crimes, it can convey that corruption is acceptable. And for this man, who has been in the company, bodyguarding Danai Williams for years, and in the company of Jad Flash and Tony Brown for years, these men were Jamaica's two most wanted men. That goes to show that corruption is acceptable in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. And this can lead to an increased crime, as people are more likely to commit crimes if they believe they will not be caught or punished. And when you have a police officer like Clifford Coleman who's involved in criminality, destabilization of communities. When cops operate like criminals, it can destabilize communities. This can lead to an increase in violence, social unrest, and general sense of lawlessness. Why do you think the criminals in Jamaica are behaving like that? Because they are getting support from police officers like Clifford Coleman. Because this is a man who's involved in the coke business. You understand? And if you go back and listen to when I was talking to him, he's the one that said the same thing, but he told Wayne Uglysom something totally different. And if you listen to it, he spoke to Wayne Uglysom, you can know that they know each other. Because he knew the man's name well, and the conversation was cordial. There was no hostility towards him by Wayne Uglysom. And at no time did this policeman deny that he is the author of the voice note, and neither Wayne Uglysom said that I don't even, all he's saying that I don't know you and all kind of thing like that. Both is, don't expect a liar. Don't expect liars to become honest people. It's just simply never happen. So here are some reasons why criminal police officers, why they can survive. Some of these reasons include training. Because of his training, criminal police officers receive extensive training in various areas, including firearms, self-defense, and first aid. This training helps them prepare for dangers they face on and off the job. criminal police officers are equipped with a variety of tools and equipment that can help them protect themselves, including firearm, body armor, and radios. Remember that this man said, that it was police that was involved in this shooting, that police were involved that were on the payroll of Donovan Bulbie Bennett. I am going to tell you this, my loyal viewers and subscribers, that there's a guy by the name of James Hines who is a part of Klansman, even up to the time when he was killed. I knew James Hines good. Yes, I know him good. Just like the same way that I knew his cousin Bitty, who was killed in Kencat, and it has to do with the rifle saga in Cockburn Pen. And James Hines is the one who told me that it was Bulbie that sent me into Cliff Coleman because he had robbed them their cocaine. He had robbed the criminal their cocaine from his cousin. So when I had asked him and said it to him, that's what he said. And then he just said, he will call me back tomorrow. And he did not call me back until I released the video, because I told him I give him 24 hours for him to retract his voice note, and he didn't. You understand? Criminal police officers often work in pair of teams. This provides them with additional support and protection in dangerous situations. Some of them have mental toughness, some of them have mental problem, and some of them are narcissistic and they're just liars. Criminal police officer must be mentally tough to handle the stress and trauma of their job. They must make quick decisions in dangerous situations and remain calm under pressure. I am happy to report that I have never been shot, and I am happy that I was never been shot. So thank God that I am still here. I am not going to, happy that somebody is shot. You understand? I didn't have anything against this man. This man did not do me anything until he went out there and started to tell lies on me. And I hope that later on, in a few weeks, he can come back and tell me an ugly somewhat, whatever he wants to tell him. Because, as I said, we walk softly. We don't walk and make everybody hear when we're walking. So despite these factors, criminal police officers are still at risk of injury or death in the line of duty. However, the training, equipment and support they receive help to minimize these risks and give them a better chance of surviving. So that's why he's still around. And and criminal police officers, them always jitty, and them criminal police officer should always be mindful of their surrounding and be on the lookout for potential threat, because you're a criminal police officer. It probably isn't if something doesn't feel right. Criminal police officers should trust their instinct and avoid situations that make them feel uncomfortable. And criminal police officers must not be afraid to ask for help. Criminal police officers should never be scared to ask for help from their partner, supervisor, or the law enforcement agency. Because some criminal police officers behave like them think they are tougher than everything. So we say we whisper and carry a big stick is a metaphor that means to be diplomatic and non-aggressive, but be prepared to use force if necessary. It was popularized by Theodore Roosevelt, who used to describe his foreign policy. Roosevelt believed that the United States should use its power to promote peace and stability in the world, but should also be prepared to use forces necessary to defend its interests. The phrase "talk softly and carry a big stick" is still used today to describe a similar approach to foreign policy by the United States government. So we have nothing to say to Mr. Coleman. Mr. Coleman had made his threats known. I don't know, what they will do about him sending his threats via social media, in which we know the son is promoting criminality. So that's why I tell you, Wayne Ugleson, any police officer that communicates with Wayne Ugleson has to be a criminal police, because Wayne Ugleson is a criminal supporter. Wayne Ugleson is not a law-abiding citizen, because if he was a law-abiding citizen, he would have asked the man some tough question. How Bulbie get your number? How Bulbie get your number? You understand? So now the man is dead, he's talking tough and say, oh, and he's such an idiot, because, you know, Wayne Ugleson, you know, he has a low IQ, you understand, and that's the closest he had ever been to wearing any form of uniform. So that's the closest wearing any, and that uniform that he have on right there, it's fake. And he wishes he could wear a uniform. Oh, poor thing. Failure in everything. Wanted to be a police officer, do the test more than 7 times and fail. And now he's in fake camouflage thing. And I've been trying to be like Tiger for how many years and cannot make a break. And Zebra had used Tiger style and become famous. And he's still there struggling. I'm going to do an expose on this police officer to show you that he's a criminal police officer. Not because this man is my batchmate. You understand? This man knows nothing about me. Everything that he's saying, I don't have to answer him, because he knows nothing about me. Nothing. You understand? The only thing I know that this man, all of his friends are criminals. People with unscrupulous character. But you have to understand, you know, you see the Jamaican Constabulary Force, if you expect it's going to change for the better, continue to wish. Because when you have people like, when you have police officers who serve and have this kind of mindset as this man, defending criminal. If you listen to the police officers that he looked up to, Donovan O'Connor, them call him one and the, that's a man who loves to kill people that's dead. Yeah, dead man, when he comes he's going to shoot them because he wants to say he's the one that killed them. I don't know what kind of joy somebody get from that. Because if you kill somebody, what do you think? You get your life? No. So that is just stupidity. Only a fool boasts about killing people. And if you listen to that man, Cliff Coleman, you know the man is a notorious liar. So coming up, you'll get an expose on this man to show you that this policeman is a big time criminal. You understand? And we at the Jamaica Young Police channel, we are not fools. Because we were never arrested and charged of killing a corpse. And Detective Constable Clifford Coleman found out that when he shot a corpse, and he was charged for killing a corpse, the person already dead. So that's why he got the name Duppy Police, because he killed a duppy. Yes. Have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police channel out.